Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jeff White Fitness Solutions. January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year. And I am sitting here this evening, New Year's Day, and I'm just watching what's going on with the silver market. And a lot of interesting things have happened that is not being discussed in mainstream media. What a surprise. So I don't have all the details, so don't get too technical with me. I'm just looking at it from a surface level. Basically, China has restricted exports of silver. Only certain companies can do it. So that's going to limit a lot of the silver that is imported by the United States. Now, this is really big because silver is in so many products. It's in your um, solar panels, it's in your car batteries, electric vehicles, it's in your electronics. It's a good conductive electricity, so on, so on, so forth. So if this is true that they have cut these imports, this could affect a lot of companies because these companies need silver. They need silver no matter what the price of silver is. They still have to buy it because they don't have a replacement. So this is just my humble opinion. If this were to be true, this could cause an uproar in industries here in America, and the government would have to take notice. Now, knowing how the U.S. has acted in the past, I personally think they would consider this an act of war. Would they go to war against China? I mean, I don't see, I don't see it. I don't see it, but there would be a lot of angry people here in America, and there'll be a lot of demands that something be done about this because we need that silver. So, would it go? Will we go to war with China? I can't say. I don't know. But this is what I think will happen. I think um, people will get together and have some last minute emergency meetings, and they will come up with some type of deal where China can resume exporting silver back to America. And so we'll get all up in a tizzy, and then it'll just be fixed miraculously. That's what I think will happen. Now, with that said, we're seeing the price of silver that has been going up a lot over the last several weeks. What I think would happen is if they come up with some type of deal, we could see the price of silver go down. We could definitely see it drop. However, will it go back down to say 30? I don't I don't I don't see that. And the reason I don't see that is because silver is still in huge demand, number 1, and number 2, the the demand is outpacing the supply as to how much they can get out of the ground. So, I do see a pullback potentially, and eventually it will start to go right back up. Again, I don't have all the details. I don't want all the details. I'm going to look at it from a surface level so I can see the trends. And the trend to me is silver is still going to go up. So is the price of gold over time. The dollar is still losing its purchasing power, and gold and silver are still real money. So we might see some turbulence, even more turbulence in silver, but eventually the price will continue to go back up. So time will tell what's going to happen here. No one really knows. There's a lot of information going around on the internet, and ironically, mainstream media is not discussing this, so that person has no idea. They may still be hungover from New Year's Eve parties or whatever, but this is a very interesting time. And at the end of the day, don't get caught up in the day to day. Look at the grand scheme of things. Look at the trend. And the trend is the dollar is losing its purchasing power, and precious metals are the place to be. So let's just wait and see what happens. But this could get interesting for the next couple of weeks.